tell my boys. I tell my boys them dinosaurs they like in them Jurassic Park movies, they weren't real. They wasn't real, but Santa Claus is real. These people are ate up, man. I hate it. Continuing on our, I guess you could call it a stream of trans content. Apparently, people are now, the people who claim to be in favor of biological reality have come out against biological reality. That's right, folks. The TERFs are mad. The transphobes are mad at the clownfish. At the clownfish. Why are they mad at clownfish, you may ask? It's not because they told a bad joke, like I just did. It's because apparently, and I didn't know this about, I guess I kind of knew this about clownfish, but I forgot. I forgore. Clownfish can change sex. Yes, that is true. That is correct. Clownfish can change sex. So, Safe Schools Alliance UK says, hashtag CBeebies indoctrinating toddlers into the ideological concept of changing from a boy to a girl. Not all, quote, not all fish can change gender, but quite a few can, end quote. At BBC at CBeebies HQ, send in the clownfish for Pride Month to target children, and yet again fail in their safeguarding responsibility. It's not even funny anymore, man. The supposed biological realists do not want to teach children biology if they think it'll, like, quote unquote, turn them trans. I mean, what do you want? Like, this is just reality. This is just what clownfish do, man. They just change their gender, they sex, whatever you want to call it.
Only on CBeebies.
Oh, hi. Oh, would you like to learn something very cool about fish? You would? Ah, well, listen to this. Some fish can change from being a boy fish to a girl fish, or from being a girl fish to a boy fish. Let's look at the clownfish. Oh,
can't have that.
They live in a big group, and their leader is always a female fish. But if the group needs a new leader, the male fish can change into a female fish in order to become the leader. There's also a fish called the crocodile, and when the female crocodile reaches a certain age...
Damn, what the fuck is this phrenology? Oh no.
Over the period of a few months, he turns into a male fish. Wow. Not all fish can change gender, but quite a few can. Oh, look! Hello, little fishies! The world really is a wonderful place, isn't it?
Yeah. That's cool as hell. That's one of those things, like when you're a kid, you're like, wait a minute, what? What? Wait a minute. That's crazy. That's cool as hell. And also, if that turns you trans, I got news for you. You were probably already trans, right? That's the takeaway from this. So if you're mad about the trans fish, if you're not familiar with CBeebies, these segments are between programs and there's no way to watch them again after they've been broadcast. Either not on iPlayer. I just happened to catch this live. Interesting. What a catch. I think it's fine. I imagine many kids will say cool, then forget all about it. Yeah. And the kids that don't, the kids that see this, let's say that you're a kid and you've never been introduced to the concept of a trans person. And you see this, right? And you go, oh, and something clicks. It just clicks. You're like, wait a minute. I didn't even know that I didn't know that was possible at all. I had no clue. All your life, let's say you're like 8 or 9. All your life, you're told, oh, you're a boy. Right? You wear the boy clothes, you get the baseball, you do the truck. Maybe like you don't even care that much. But you always felt a little off. You always felt like maybe you want to go play with the girls one day. But parents are like, no, you can't. No, like you have to be on the boys' team, whatever. And you see that and you're like, wait, fish can change sex? And it clicks. It's possible. It is possible. It's, we are social creatures. We're socially influenced. But if a science video about a clownfish transing their sex is what gets you thinking about transing your sex, you are probably eventually going to trans your sex anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you are just a trans person. You always were and you always will be. Let's be real. I'm sorry, but if you think that like human biology is so steadfast and like it's so concretely put into our genes, but then you also think these are incompatible ideas. If you think that this will like turn people trans, then clearly gender and sex are not as concrete as these fucking TERFs make it out to be, is it? No, I think not. ultimately, this comes down to they don't give a shit about biological reality. They don't care about educating children properly. They don't want kids to know these things. They want trans people to not exist. That's just it. That's all it is. These safe schools, these save the children. They're trying to groom your children, blah, blah, blah. Look at what they're doing to your children. This is the same shit that they were pulling with evolution, okay? They're trying to put Satan in the schools. They're teaching them evolution. I want my kids to learn science at home. And science says that God did all of it somehow, I guess. They're doing the same thing. Only this time, regardless of whether you've evolved or whether, some sky daddy decided to plop you on Earth one day, you're still a human. You still get human rights. But this one's about trans people and why it's bad to be trans. Not why it's bad to believe in evolution. So this actually is going to do far more damage than the anti-evolution movement ever did. It's the same logic, but now people are actually being hurt by it. That sucks. It really sucks. God created the universe 6K to 10K years ago. Yeah. Fuck you mean, dinosaur? I tell my boys, them dinosaurs they like in them Jurassic Park movies, they weren't real. They wasn't real, but Santa Claus is real. These people are ate up, man. I hate it.